Welcome back to Clever TV. I'm Jocelyn Davis, and today, guys, we are literally bursting at the seams because the ladies behind the very best Twilight parody on the planet are in our studio with us right now. So, from the Hillywood Show, please help me welcome Hilly and Hannah Hindi. Ladies. Please help me welcome. I'm doing it alone, yes. Thank you. Okay, so first off, thanks for being here. I know that you're from out of town, so you're here in LA for the Twilight Convention. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, what goes into planning to come to an event like this? Or is it just totally a normal day at the office?
Oof, no, there's a lot of planning. There's a lot of packing. We have, we call it our million bags that we take on our trips.
You have all your outfits, costumes,
wigs,
and everything like that.
the makeup, the airbrush kit, which is like this big.
Yeah,
and
we have
just all the costumes.
2 carry-ons per person plus their suitcase. And there's 5 people.
That's pretty insane. I don't do math, but it sounds like a lot of bags. Oh my goodness. So obviously you guys have catapulted to not just national stardom, but international stardom because of the Hillywood parody shows, specifically Twilight, New Moon. So let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
How did the Twilight parody even come about? Was it a twinkle in your eye? How did it get started?
It was her idea. Well, actually, it was the fans that told us to do a Twilight parody, and we had no clue even what the word Twilight meant.
Right.
We were all confused. So a couple of our friends from our dance studio actually had read the books. Come to a midnight showing with us. So we were like, okay. So we just went along, saw the movie, we liked it, and we were like, this is cool. And fans were always writing us to do a parody on it or like a whatever with it. And we're like, okay. And she was the one that approached me about it. So you can tell that.
Yeah, you're the brainchild.
Well, I don't know. Hot and Cold was on the radio, and it sounded a lot like Edward's personality from what I saw in the movie, saying it once, and I was like, I want to do a music video. I want to do something fun. And I expressed my idea to her, and she was like, okay, when do we start? And I'm like, can we do it this month? Because the movie just came out, we want to
keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh, and so we rushed to do it, and we were hoping maybe 100,000 hits or something.
Because that was 3 million hits ago or something, right?
Dude, because the most viewed episode of the Hillywood Show back before Twilight parody came out was 65,000 hits.
In a year.
Now that's nothing for you guys, right? I mean.
And so when we put Twilight, we had 100,000 in it a day.
A day.
So immediately I was like, we did it! We made a viral video!
It didn't even feel real.
No.
I felt like I was dreaming. This is just weird.
Or YouTube messed up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So at that point, you guys had seen the movie, but had you read the books, or did you do that after this?
We just saw the movie.
Yeah.
And we honestly didn't do research about the books. Saw the movie, made the parody, and then went to the conventions when we were invited to go. And people started coming up to me, hey, Alice, you have your yellow Porsche, and I was going,
oh my gosh.
And I'm going, what are they talking about? And I was like, you guys, we got to read the books. We got to know what's going on.
You have to be legit for the fans.
And by doing New Moon, by reading the book, we had our own take on it and film. So doing it, we felt like we saw the movie, we liked that, but let's bring our things that we saw too. So it actually helped a lot.
Did you ever in your wildest dreams imagine that it would get this big? I mean, traveling to 25 convention dates, doing the New Moon parody.
No. And just for people to come up to us and be like, oh, I seen your parody, I love the Hillywood Show. It's still to me, I'm like, well, 3 million people saw it, that's not a lot. But then when I think about
the amount
of how many people come up, it's like, dang, you saw it?
That's a lot. That's insane.
Well, I guess it's just I don't really realize that. I always think it's a selective group out in the boonies that I'll never meet. But when I know one of those millions comes up to me, I'm like, this is huge. It becomes different outlet.
The internet is an amazing place. And this has also led to all sorts of news coverage, stories, all different sorts of people wanting to talk to you, get a piece of the Hillywood Show. So what has been the most interesting aspect of that, would you say?
Probably just the feedback that we get from different fans. So many are like, you inspire me.
It is inspiring because you are 2 young ladies, talented, but you're just doing it. I mean, you're making it happen. Is that the difference you would say between you and other people, or?
I don't know. I have to say the only reason why first of all, God, I believe, has brought us here where we
definitely.
are. But I think it's just because we did it out of not saying we want the fame, we want this, and even now we don't feel like anything.
Right.
We just have fun.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
As we continue, like Twilight Parody, Dark Knight had to step up, New Moon had to step up. Now what are we doing next? It always gets harder, and it really does get more stressful. But I think that we have just as much fun, and the end product from everyone's response to it is more rewarding. Just by everyone just enjoying and saying, you've inspired me. I'm like, fine. If that's all I need to hear, then I'm fine.
And it's really encouring.
I would imagine that hearing feedback from the cast would be really
incredible.
What have they told you guys?
I seriously, I get so happy because Catherine Hardwick, like the director, because we really feel very inspired by directors like Tim Burton, Steven Spielberg, like everyone.
The vision,
Yeah, like I really like.
It takes a lot.
And so when she came up to us and said like, "Oh my God, you guys like hit it on the head," I was so impressed. I was like,
"Wow."
I just like sat there and I
just a moment of glory.
I just like was so thankful and so happy. She made
just
my
made the day, yeah.
Yeah, and then especially when I hear the actors say like, "Oh, I love it. That looks really good. I like your sparkles and stuff like that." To where it's like, I feel good because like if it's kind of like showing them like a impersonation of them.
It's appreciation kind of, but it's a good impersonation.
But they like laugh at it. They think it's like funny. Like they go, it's not a stupid funny. Like they actually think it looks good. And
it does.
They're like, that kind of looks like me.
I
like
know.
The guy.
I feel so good.
Oh my gosh. Well, I have to say, Dana and I and our entire crew here at Clever TV watched it in the control room, and we were dying, but we were so amazed by how exact it was. I mean, especially New Moon. You guys
thank you.
stepped
Thank you so
up,
much.
not only in length, but just everything. So, I mean, what did you guys want to do in New Moon that you didn't get to do in Twilight?
We wanted to go to Forks, Washington.
So did you shoot this in Forks, Washington?
Yeah. Not all of it, but like the majority of it.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that.
yeah.
That's amazing.
You learned something new.
Wow.
Yeah, well, we had gone to Forks for like a
Twilight gathering.
gathering, and they're like, "Can you come down dressed as the characters?" And that was like a gathering of like the book fans. Like I want to see her house. I want to see
there's
this
a
and
Forks
that.
tour now.
There's a high school and like the whole thing.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's just go, and it was like the funnest thing we've ever done. Oh my god, it was so much fun, so laid back. One of the characters, people would be honking their horns. It's a small town.
Tiny. Like
That
people
is
don't
so
realize
awesome.
how tiny Forks is.
Like
It's
seriously,
literally
you're driving.
like.
Welcome to Forks.
But not only the location, I mean,
goes
we're
Forks.
talking about the costumes, I mean, exact replicas of the costumes, the makeup,
thank you.
even the Volturi scene,
Oh,
that set.
yeah.
I don't know, how did you guys
That was
get the
in-
group together to do this?
That was in a very, very special RV garage.
RV garage.
Yeah, and then we just set
A
up all the
giant
props
Yeah.
and everything, and we got the whole cast there, and it was
Put
very
floor
hot
down.
in there because we couldn't turn on the air conditioning because then the props would fall over. So
And did you guys do auditions, like a search for the Jacob or
You know
for the
what?
Edward, or are they just people that you already knew?
you know
I
what?
already knew.
Yeah,
That's
a lot
the
of the
best way to do
people
it.
we knew. Two of the Volturi guys are actually from LA.
Okay.
So we went through like a casting agency that we know through Vegas, and I looked and just like we just start looking at faces, and we were like, oh, they kind of look like it, and then we asked them, and they came out, and they did it on a volunteer basis, and because we don't have the funds to do it,
Yeah.
and we all have a lot of fun. Like we make sure
It
everyone
looks
has a
like
good
it.
time.
Because we
Yeah.
haven't even delved yet into the music and the choreography.
Oh, geez.
And that scene, the one that I referred to in the Volturi scene, when you, as Alice, right, come out and do this like crazy kick or turn or something. I don't know what it is.
it's
but
Jane.
Just thinking about it makes me laugh. That's not you.
Jane does the turn. Yeah.
I don't know. It was amazing. Who does the choreography and the original music mixed with the, known music and
We both choreograph, and it'll take us maybe a day or two to get the choreography, and then we're just.
dude.
Well,
That's
we
awesome.
do it, but we're like we feel like the way we are as directors, the more we think about it, the worse it becomes. So we just go
yeah.
with our gut instinct.
That's smart.
And she does all the music.
Yeah.
She does all the remixes, and then she's like, "Does this sound okay? Does this sound okay?" And I'll be like, "No, I can hear this or that," and then she'll whatever, do it.
Have you guys ever heard back from any of the musical artists or heard that any of the artists whose music you use?
but
Katy Perry calling you?
No. I mean, MTV has written articles about us. So they're in like all in the music industry, and they approve of it, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are really good." So I mean, just to get MTV's feedback is
That's
like
cool.
awesome, and they really liked they liked Twilight, but they really liked New Moon. So I was like really excited.
So Eclipse. I actually read on one of your Twitters.
The trailer came
Hillywood
out
Twitter,
today.
And after the 10-second trailer or teaser came out, one of you guys sarcastically wrote on Twitter saying, "Oh, cool! Now I totally know what to do for the Eclipse."
Let's start
parody.
shooting now.
Do you guys have any plans?
Well, the 90-second trailer that came out today helps.
Yeah, now you
But
have a little more to grasp
We
on.
have pretty much the whole thing mapped out. We just have to see the movie to understand what they're wearing, what scenes might come in that we haven't seen, but we already know exactly how it's gonna go. We already have costumes going in the works. Our
We
costume
have the
designer.
music picked already.
Wow.
Stuff
So,
like
but
that.
it's like we want to do it so bad, but right now our funds are so low.
Yeah.
So it's
Donate to these ladies. Donate to their
it
cause.
would help.
I don't want to sound like a pity party. I'm just telling the
But if
truth.
you love
you guys have
it's
to know.
art. If
Yeah.
you love these ladies' art, donate to their cause. Or they do much more than videos. You can go on a cruise with the Hillywood ladies. Tell us quickly about the cruise.
The cruise will be held January of 2011, and it will be a cruise to the Bahamas. It'll be based on everything Hillywood, from showing all the parodies to costume contests to meeting us, private meet and greets, dance parties, whole bunch of stuff.
And we're gonna
my
have
goodness.
cast members from Twilight and New Moon Parody there, and we actually want to get our costume designer John Henson from New Moon Parody to come out and have a whole display of all of our costumes.
And not just New Moon costumes, but everything else from
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd, Back
Edward
to the Future.
Scissorhands.
Right.
Whole bunch
You've
of
done
stuff.
a lot more than just the Twilight parodies.
Yeah.
Wow. I think Clever TV needs to be on hand covering
I think
this
so,
live.
too.
Why don't you guys let us know
If
what
you
think?
want it, put a comment with a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, let us know. And also, I'm just throwing this out there, but I haven't even asked Dana yet, but I'm officially offering up our services if you need any extras for the Eclipse
Oh,
video.
okay.
Anybody to play a tree or a house or
Yes,
anything.
just stand there. Good.
Cool, you're perfect. Well, how can people keep up with you if they don't already know you're...
www.thehillywoodshow.com.
And you're on Twitter, you're on YouTube,
Twitter,
you got it all
yeah,
covered, right?
Facebook, MySpace, Blog TV.
Yeah, or you'll maybe even see them out at the Twilight Convention.
Yes.
Stop by and say hello.
Yeah.
We'll be in their costumes. Well,
In our costumes.
yes, ladies, I think it is safe to say I'm thoroughly impressed.
Thank you.
I am. These sisters are seriously amazing. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to check out the Hillywood Show on YouTube. We will have a link here in our sidebar. And of course, for constant Twilight news, stay with us right here at Clever TV. I'm Jocelyn Davis. Thanks for watching.